Hi, I'm Jason McIntosh, and welcome to a very special internet-only episode of the Gameshelf. This is a short episode where I'm going to present to you some confessional camera footage that did not make it into the last episode of the Gameshelf, which involved the board game Diplomacy, shot in sort of a reality show style. I set up this webcam that you're now looking at, which is why this looks and sounds so terrible, in my bedroom closet during that shoot. And players could go in there, and I soundproofed it by just, hanging clothes around. And players could go in there and record their secret thoughts about what was going on during the game. I ended up not using any of that for time. Believe me, I had enough of a challenge editing down a 6-hour game into a half-an-hour television show. But I thought I would just release that footage to you now without further commentary and with barely any editing, because it's kind of fun. Yeah, enjoy.
Okay, so I'm testing the confessional, and I guess that I'm supposed to confess something, but the game hasn't started yet, so maybe I'll go over what my whole strategy will be. I think I'm going to try and play the game straight without lying or backstabbing anybody that I've made promises to, which I think the common knowledge is that you won't win that way. So I'm not expecting to win, but it would be really cool if I could, because I think, my life philosophy is that being honest is a good thing and tends to work as a strategy. So maybe it'll apply here and maybe it won't. Okay, let's see how it goes.
This is just to test out the recording confessions and say I am totally going to win. You just wait and see.
I tell you here, I've only got two options really. I can either head west into France or east into Austria. The big problem I have before starting is that I don't have a choice about, once I make that decision whether to go east or west, I really don't have any way to undo it quickly. So I really want to be sure of where my alliances are.
Hi, this is Russia. It's the beginning of the game, spring 1901. Started off with England, Germany, and France all going off together to talk for quite a while, and had the rest of us kind of nervous. But I've oh, there's somebody in here. But I
feel good about this.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh, sorry.
Just watch. Whether the doors open or shut. I wasn't hearing you because I was talking to myself, so I'll leave you guys alone. See you later.
Was it even funnier because you were talking about me?
No, of course not. We were talking about Italy.
So I have deals with England and France to share with them. I have a deal with Russia to not mess with him. I have a deal with Austria and Hungary to not mess with him. Amazingly, this seems to be working out, but Russia has a sense that I'm not going to be messing with him, but he probably understands that I'm going to be messing with him because I'm friends with I have sort of a deal with Austria and Hungary to beat on Russia, and I have sort of a deal with England to help each other if we start getting pressured by Russia. So that will probably turn into a deal to help beat up on Russia.
It is fall 1902, and I have no idea what's going on. I think I may be about to be in a lot of pain on both the eastern and western fronts.
Okay, so I'm playing this game pretty aggressively. I'm moving really aggressively into Russia, or trying, and just kind of not trusting that my allies in Germany and France are going to leave the home front in England alone. But, I don't think it would be in their best interest, and they're not poised right now to bring anybody in, and it's the fall. So I think I'm okay, but there's going to be nobody at home. So it's pretty aggressive. Unusual for me to play this way, but I think it might work. Okay, bye.
I just wanted to point out that JMac's keyboard is almost entirely full of crumbs. You may not get this through the show, but you should know. Absolutely filthy keyboard.
Spring 1903, I said in the fall of 1902 that I thought I was in trouble, and indeed I was. I fear I am not long for this world.
Well, I've been trying to be nice to Austria, but when it comes right down to it, too many people were trying to go after Austria, and I could use the friends. Sorry for Austria, but there was just no choice.
France has just backstabbed the hell out of me. We had she had moved toward Belgium. I've moved from Belgium to Holland thinking, the France border is safe. France, Germany, we're good friends. And then she would move toward it, so I asked her last season, what's up? Are you going to move in on Belgium? She's like, no, it's no problem. And so I said, oh, so if I move into Belgium, just to keep us both honest, she's like, that's fine, I don't entirely trust you, but we'll have this like guarded peace. What did she do? She supports her own move into Belgium, preventing me from actually reaching Belgium. Now and I had to disband an army because she took one of my supply centers. Clearly, I have two friends in Italy now. My friend against Austria and my friend against France. Hopefully me and Italy clean out Austria and France. See how that goes. Wish me luck.
A pox on all your houses, really. One more thing, the big problem I'm running into at this point is no one actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, it's hard when people backstab you, but I haven't stabbed anybody else yet, and I don't intend to. I think my strategy of playing it straight works well for me anyway, because I don't think I could stab people and continue. I just wouldn't feel good about it, and it's a lot easier to play this way. I mean, less to keep track of your lies anyway, like the saying goes. So I'm just gonna have to continue playing the way that I've been playing and hope something works out and maybe Russia disappears. Okay.
Spring 1904. Italy has offered to help me to move into Greece, which is an interesting possibility. And Turkey is currently in Greece, and much as I have been conflicting with Turkey all game long, I think at this point I'd rather make life difficult for Italy. So he'll be surprised.
So I overheard Austria, Hungary, and Italy talking about taking over Greece, but I'm not sure if they were doing that because they knew I was in earshot, or if they actually were planning on it. But so either if they're doing it because they knew I was in earshot, then they're probably trying to open up the way for Italy to get Smolensk. But I've got both my butts covered.
Fall 1904, I'm surprised to still have two centers. I thought I was going to lose Serbia already. We'll see if it lasts through the winter.
It's 3 o'clock. The shoot's been going on now for, well, for me it's been going on for about 6 hours, but the actual time, camera rolling time has been closer to 4 hours, excluding an hour for lunch. But it's taking its toll. The whole crew, they're very tired. They can barely hold up the cameras. J-Mac is almost in a fetal position. I don't know. I just hope that the bulk of Europe falls in the next 2 turns or so we can all get some sleep tonight. But I don't know.
I just love confessing. It's now fall 1905. So I was originally planning in spring 1905 to make an attack on Venice, just screw with Italy, and then got a suggestion from Turkey that he would help me take Serbia, so I went ahead and did that. But it turns out that Italy was actually moving out of Venice, so I could have moved in, and that would have been much more interesting. And I regret the fact that I did not proceed in my strategy to make life as difficult as possible for Italy.
So it's spring 1907. We have like 30 seconds left in spring 1907. Russia. We have a little Italy, Germany, England trying to band together. So while they were out, I kind of tried to agitate the other 4 countries to work against them. We'll see how successful it is. I don't know. I kind of like that part of it, trying to sort of, hey, look, they're doing this, so let's all band together. So we'll see what happens, and it's time to go.
Spring 1908, I'm back down to 2 units. I really thought I was going to take Trieste. Meanwhile, there's the rest of the world. Truthfully, I don't care about the rest of the world. I'm not sure I really succeeded in my plans to slow down Italy from doing anything useful, because Italy is still spreading out all over everywhere and marching into France. So, you know, I did what I decided I was going to do.
Fools, they will all learn. They will see my master plan in time. Then all will be swept under my rule.